Hey there, it's Ruth Roland, the Fiddle Geek, with the fiddle part to Seminole Wind. Actually, the slow intro, the rest of the fiddle part will be in later videos. Seminole Wind is a beautiful piece with beautiful lyrics written by John Anderson, who also recorded it, with Joe Spivey on fiddle. The fiddle part on the recording is a little bit simpler than this live version that I found. I'll teach you both. This song is in the key of E, but it's not E major, which would sound like this. It's actually a mode, a minor mode, where we use the G major finger spacings. If we start and end the G major scale on the note E, it sounds like this. So the second finger has a different position on the D string and the A string, close to the 3 in on the D string, touching the first finger, touching the 1 on the A string. So again, that scale looks like this. Let's play it about this speed. Ready, go. And back down. Lovely. Let's do it a little faster. 1, 2, ready, play. Excellent. And so let's just do the first 5 notes of that same scale. Excellent. Now let's do the first 2 notes in the same bow direction. So we're going to put the second finger down on the down bow while we're still doing a pull bow. Okay. Ready, play. Great. Now for the final touch, we're going to slide in on that B. The first finger plays the note B on the A string, A, B. The note after A is B. So we play that with our first finger. We're going to slide in. I have a video on the slide that I'll link below, but just start with your finger off the string and bring it in and slide up to the note that you hear in your head is the right note. I'll demonstrate. Ready, play. Excellent. Now, we want to do 2 slides on the note B in a row. Sometimes when we slide on the same finger, since we have to lift our finger up, if we don't time it exactly right, we'll hear the open string. I think that would go well in this song, but if you don't want that, there are a couple of tricks to help alleviate that open string sound. One is we just lighten up the bow at the end of the note. Since they are different notes, there can be a little pause in between. That gives you the idea. I just lighten up my bow at the end of the stroke. The other trick is to not take your finger completely off the string. To just let it ride. I'll show you on the G string. Just let it ride on top of the string, just barely touching. Okay? And if you do it, or when you do it up to speed, you can hear there's no open G sound. Right? And when you do it on the A string, right, you don't get that. Okay, but again, if you are hearing an open string, I think that's perfectly appropriate in this tune. So far we have okay, starting on that second B. If you noticed, The last note was again sliding into that B. The first note was sliding into the B. The last note was sliding into the B. There are a lot of B's in there. And this pretty much steps down. It doesn't use the second finger though. So it's just 3, A. Okay, 3, 1, A. And on the A string, and then 3 on D. Ready, play. Good. Now, Joe decorates this a little bit. Remember, we use that third finger as a real note. We're also going to tap the A string with that third finger. It's going to sound like this. And you hear it sounds a little bit like a Native American flute or a Florida bird. It's got that interesting sound. Okay, so let's just practice that tapping. Tap the third finger on the A string. Hold the first finger down, tap the third finger. Okay, you getting it? Nice and just like you're tapping a hot wire. The second decoration he does is after, he's still got the first finger down, puts the second finger down, and then picks both fingers up one by one. It's kind of like a drumming on the tabletop, only the opposite direction. Right? Lifting up one by one. Okay. And ready, go. Good. And ready, go. Good. So we can put those two decorations together. And the next note with me. Once more. A little bit faster. Yeah? Ready, play. Yes. Good. Now let's put it with the B's. Oh, excellent. One more time. Ready, play. Very good. Let's just start right there on that last B where we left off. We're sliding in, then we're going to slide out and lift the finger up. So, and then slide into the A on the D string. Now, we can do this several ways. Joe Spivey uses his fourth finger, but if you vibrate, but you're uncomfortable vibrating on the fourth finger, I think it's nicer to have vibrato than to use the fourth finger. So you can slide, since it's a slide, you can slide in with any of your fingers, your favorite vibrato finger, the third finger or the second finger. Or, right? Whatever finger you're most comfortable with, and it's okay. Because we can play the open A to get us right back to home base. So we can use whichever finger we like best, and then shift back on the open A. So starting with that on that B. Good. So you notice the last few notes that I played. All right, I hadn't gone over them yet, but they're just back and forth between the A and the B. It's this with a little tapping decoration. Let's learn these 4 notes that are descending, going down, and then they end up going back up to E's. Okay, so those 5 notes. Ready? Listen. And with me. Good. Now let's add that little tap, the first finger tap. You notice I did both the tap and the next note on the same bow with me. Good. Now I'm going to do another decoration, which is lifting the finger and putting it back down. Right? Or it's actually slower. Right? Because it's the end of the slow intro. Yeah, there's a little pause before it in some versions. Okay, and let's do it. We're going to start from the A on the D string. Right? Ready? Play. Great. And it's nice if you can end that on a down bow. It just naturally tapers off. Now let's do the whole thing all the way from the beginning. Remember the beginning. Right? Okay. Ready? With me. Very nice. Very nice. So when the next video posts, the next Seminole Wind video posts, I'll put it here. Until then, watch this video next. It covers double strings, which is a big part of the next section of Seminole Wind. So you'll really want to watch it. Okay, see you there.